Hey everyone, normally I save my shilling for the end of my videos, but currently I'm working with TeePublic to bring you some cool anime shirts at a reasonable price. I have curated some of my favorite designs from some of my favorite shows as well as some shows I'm currently watching. Each purchase goes to help support independent artists and kicks back a bit of your purchase my way. Take a look and use code GIVEME20 for 25% off your order. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. Well, hey everyone's Drunken Otaku here, and we're back with another part of Doki Doki Literature Club. So, I'm like, not sure if I've done the right thing or not, and I'm conflicted as hell about my choices. I noticed, Doki Doki Literature Club is like popping up all over my freaking Twitter feed, so I'm like having like skip past crap all the time because I don't want to get spoiled on the damn thing. Alright, so I'm like, man, I just need to finish it up. So I was wanting to go to bed, but I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll do another hour of gameplay. Alright, let's see if I can remember where my last save was. Which one it was. I'm guessing this one. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I would be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for this event would be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. You're the first one here. There's no music. I'm turning the sound on for you guys a little bit. But yeah, there's no music. This is weird. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think on days this important she'd try a little harder. I'm going to move my mic over. Hopefully it doesn't cut out. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Yeah, dude, you're a douche. Walking pile of shitbag. Not really. I mean, it takes time to get used to those things, I guess. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking, yeah. But maybe I should have gone and woke her up after all. Yeah, you should have. Aha! You should take a little responsibility for her, Ryan. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. I guess you told her. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? You know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I really don't plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monika is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean, man. Do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Let's see if there's like... No, that sounds working. Okay. I guess there's just no music in this section of the game. It's disconcerting, actually, for me when there's no music. It adds tension and stress to me. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh, yeah. They really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem was neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Oh, God. Oh my. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just still, God. You should go to Jeer. And then she was talking about Monika, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? Yeah, that would be like a punch to the freaking gut. Ryan, what's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else that Sayori has written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Trying to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monika called out after me. I quickened my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. Yeah, you should have. It's not a big deal, at least to wait for her, to help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I'm doing this after all. Waking up in her own house. This is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, I don't have a good feeling about this. No, it does not feel right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But yeah, she's leaving you no choice, man. You just gotta go in. I gently open the door. What the fuck? An exception has occurred. File game script. Chapter 5, replay, line 307. See traceback text for details. What the fuck? And the happy music playing over it. No wonder they cut the fucking music out for so long. What the hell? What the hell, yeah. I don't think so, man. Shit. I guess we got her bad end. We'll have to fucking play it from the beginning, you know. My next play. Man, this sucks. There's no way this can be real. Sorry I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe my eyes are showing me. Props on making that music box thing creepy as fuck. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything could have been done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Damn. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Well, yeah, it is for me. Not for the character, though. I only have one chance that I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. So that's the game. What the fuck? They really covered her up with Monika? Wow. So we can load our games, and we got this. So okay. Okay. They're getting weird with it, alright. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she is oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but the kind that works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she was going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idle in front of the crosswalk and let Lulu catch up to me more. So it's like she's been erased from the game. And it can't process her name. I wonder what they're going to do for the animation. Okay, that was creepy. Nicely done. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst being surrounded by couples and friends walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school. Okay, so it's being rewritten now. Okay. I like where this is going. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club. It's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There aren't really that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no chance but to start with the anime club. Ryan? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Wow, okay. This game's, Alright, Monika. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? This is my classroom, so why wouldn't you expect to see me here? Alright. Ah, yeah, it has. She smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies used for my club. You know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in a debate club, right? Ah, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I feel like nothing but arguing for budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I might as well take up something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, that's funny, right? Joyce insists the manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Ryan. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for material another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. So, when it has the tag psychological and the warning label at the beginning of the game about content, I'm guessing the first playthrough that we did was just set up. Now, I wonder, like, once I finish this playthrough, if it'll just go back and let me do, like, a normal playthrough. And I wonder if it's even possible. Do any of your choices matter? Ultimately, in the first playthrough. Is Sayori going to kill herself no matter what you do? Like, if you run through catering your poems to her the entire time, spending the day prepping for festival with her, and all that jazz, everything, you know, well, is it, can you get a good end for her in that run through? Anyway, I like how they have this set up where it's like a completely different thing now. And that's cool. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. The little glitches, man. They get me. They're awesome. They're neat. They throw me off. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Anyway, welcome to the club, Ryan. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both. So I ran into Ryan in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Ryan? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens the door. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. This is actually really rough to play through. That scene with Sayori, man, that was... I was tearing up, man. When he was talking about his regrets and stuff, I was just crying. I mean, like, seriously. You probably can't see it as well because it's a smaller screen, but you guys, anyone who watches my reactions know how I get during emotional scenes and shit, you know? And it was really sad. Like he said, it just happened so suddenly with her. I mean, I guess she's just always been like that, though. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can really grow the club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. She reluctantly agrees. So there's different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must work really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh, I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I can enjoy tea. I'm glad. She faintly smiles herself in relief. So what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke about thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The levels of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling such a good story in a foreign world is equally impressive. She goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements are usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Well, we are playing a loop right now, and we have been thrown through a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Remember I was talking about how I felt this was foreshadowing in the first run, in my first episode? I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped at something I can relate to at the minimal level. It is right. Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if the stories you think or takes me to another world, then I can really put it down. Surreal horror is often most successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were writing a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. She averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe for some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Ah, I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for us all to participate in together. I decided to take on the responsibility of the vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Ryan? Well, hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now you reach the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Fuck this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. They exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Ryan. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Alright, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Ryan? Yeah. It could be fun. No, nothing good has come of this yet. You really just scared me for a minute. I mean, if you really just left her for all that, I would be super pissed. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring up the next meeting so we can all share. She looks over at me once more. Look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Area plus the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. See you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. Well, the whole way, my mind wanders around back and forth between the three girls. Atsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school at the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. This is fucked up. Okay. Whoa. Okay, Monika. Oh, Sayori, damn it. Alright, what am I gonna pick? Unending. Warm. Eternity. The landscape. Holiday. Marshmallow. The ambient. Jumpy. Lazy. Grief. Oh, the agonizing. Fluffy. Massacre. The pink. Vivacious. Sweet. Crimson. Ribbon. Uncontrollable. Anime. Hi again, Ryan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ryan. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Whoa! Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had already had to be dragged by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Okay. Now, Suki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Music, this got all messed up, man. And Suki finds himself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Explicitly defeated. Is the room tilted? Is it just me? Anyway, swiftly music's getting even weirder. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops into her seat. Sorry, Ryan. I'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so if it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of the club. Even if I don't read it often, I'd be happy to pick a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I pick out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And you could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you, I definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Woo! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yeah, the room was totally getting all tilted, man. That was making me just hurt my eyes a little bit. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't but notice her intense expression. It's like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging in the closet. I'm really curious about Yuri a little more. At the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, it seems like she's doing the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sinks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I might have sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. But I was focused and I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I just wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you came to have two copies of the same book. Ah. Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, just happened to buy two of them. Yeah. Ah, I see. It's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engageable, relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portraits of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. The people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust after blood. But the facility gets worse, even worse, as they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Was this the same book that we got the last time? Anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, ain't it? Yeah. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ah, are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Ryan? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, don't worry. I mean, I can totally enjoy this type of stories. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind must be completely different. Just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Holy shit. Not wrong. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like book and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body... History. Man, I didn't save it. Damn it. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... Ah, what are you saying? Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip in the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. That's not that I don't want you to. It's something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Oh, she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing. God, I wonder... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I am totally going to have to watch my own reaction to this just to see these scenes and pause. I'm going to pay less attention to the lines, and there's stuff that's flashing too, man, you know? Yuri, do you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Aha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah. I suppose... Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I extend my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we huddle even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she is in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I get a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? Don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's already finished the page before me, so I turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning pages almost feel like an intimate exchange. My thumb letting go of a page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought though. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really. I was thinking the way she second guesses the things she says and all that. Ah. That's what you're talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else. Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Ah. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yeah. Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? She puts her hands on her chest as to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What was that about? This is different. I'm not crazy. This is different. I believe. Like, I'm like 90% sure this is different. Ryan? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'll get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Yeah, this is totally different. Alright, Natsuki it is. I told Natsuki I was interested in poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. Told you we're gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style would make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about that. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing is the simple writing that has put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme for the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out that feeling in the last line. I completely agree. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki's feeling proud, and I won't take that away from her. Hey Ryan, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or other things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm so much better at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha ha. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I pull some and put in some effort. Ah, well that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I'm supposed to go get my poem now. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claimed to not be very good. Hell, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes could no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Alright, so her poem's different this time around. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, they can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I want to show it to Sayori. Dot. As she reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? First she covers her mouth, then covers up her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right then. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? The use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? She stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, She trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think it's the most noticeable thing I realize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques to go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them and getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be the literature club? The ghost under the light. See if it's any different. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by a sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing the air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers and I flicker back. Nope, it's the same. I'm sorry with such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story's not a ghost at all, Ryan. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only glanced over it after all. Remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I'd probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I want to keep doing my best for you, Ryan. Ah. Me too. So... we're getting some differences with the way everything's playing out, obviously. Looking forward to seeing how other things play out. We're getting that music again. Something's gonna happen. Shit. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, while Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? Did you mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out as nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Humph. As if I was looking for suggestions, I'd have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it. And Ryan did too. But based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. Okay, I just know I'm going to get dragged into something here and I don't like it. I got dragged into it before. Things are playing out differently this time. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Jeez. What's the burn? Seriously, I mean, come on. You two should just get along a little better. Come on. And Ryan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ryan appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would literally go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Jesus! Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew to a size bigger as soon as Ryan started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Jesus. Taking your own insecurities out on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Let's let it play out for a second. I wonder if anything's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna explode. Me? Look, he's talking to you. Want to be edgy, bitch? Fuck. Edgy. Sorry, my lifestyle's too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Man, what is... Don't kill each other. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, I bet you are... I had a bad feeling about that in the last thing when she was rolling up her sleeves after talking about the knives. Anyway. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Ryan hear everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this. Ah! Suddenly you're telling me she just knows I was standing here. Ryan, she's just trying to make me look bad. You're both making yourselves look bad here. That's not true. She started it. What the fuck? You don't even read anything. Jesus Christ. It's not gonna let me pick it. It's just gonna keep doing it until you go to Natsuki. Oh God! What the hell? Jesus. Monika. Hey Ryan. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. What's going on here? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ah, some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. So I wonder what happened if I picked Natsuki at that point, because I just kept going the Yuri route and just kept getting... Jesus Christ, I love it. I was able to be more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against the others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, Chukaliki runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Oh. They actually get into blows. She's rocking back and forth on the desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Ryan, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. Is something wrong with me today? It's fine, Yuri. We all know you didn't mean it. I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Yeah. So in the last run through, Sayori was acting out of character, and this one, Yuri's acting out of character. Let me guess, when I get through this one, then it'll just be Natsuki and Monika in the club. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. ... She looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I like to stay longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. ... Well, I'm a vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. Is she wanting to tell me something about Monika here? Because my alarm's been going off for Monika for a while, even before this segment of the game. It's not that. I didn't get much chance to discuss my book with Ryan. It'd just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing problems. What the fuck just happened? So, everything got erased from that point onward? The uncanny, unending, unrestrained waterfall of sadness. The embrace, the ambience, misfortune, the extreme summer massacre, the entropy graveyard, unrequited crimson climax, unstable spinning after image of depression. Jesus Christ. So like the whole segment there just bleeped out. Bleeped the fuck out. Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. I got a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Ryan. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. She glanced over her shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki's reading a manga at her desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really do apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. It's almost like the character's been like mentally fucked with. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that we're considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just all a little extra sensitive because our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already decided there was no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Ryan. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, here I am guessing you haven't either. ... She's clearly taken aback at how calm Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I guess she's just playing it off. Or she really doesn't remember it. Just like Monika said she wouldn't. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, there we go. She's had her memory erased. What the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. The weird lines are always like this. I don't remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Aha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. Haha. What took you so long anyway? Well, last period today was study hall, and to be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Well, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not very good at it yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Aw, well, thank you, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? Well, in that case, I won't let you down, Ryan. She smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Nah, don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika is referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. That's a good idea, buddy. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Ryan, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, we can start now. Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. I think it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. He takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if we take some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing I can make my reading time here any better is a nice cup of tea. Not to mention you for yourself as well. She makes her way back to the closet because we were just there. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. She hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of long legs, she appears elegant and methodical. You have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, she hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. It's like you're just jumping at any chance. Right there. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place Yuri would be with the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. I had friends who were like that in high school. Is that noise? I'm back. Like it never happened. Thanks for waiting patiently. Ryan, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. So the whole thing just got fucking erased. Like rewound. Like anything trying to... Like it wants the narrative to be the same, but it's like breaking you up and then it shoves you right back into the narrative. And without your character actually knowing what's going on, but you yourself do. Now's the time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo hoo hoo. In that case, she'll only be more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. She fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you it's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Ryan. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I did have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Captain Oblivious time again. I need to get a fresh drink. All this reading, man, is making me thirsty. So, the return of Captain Oblivious is most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over while reading? Yeah, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go get ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. So I take it since we'll go well with the tea. Yuri then sits against the wall, teacup at her side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. She sighs close to her shoulders are touching. I'm supposed to focus on reading like this. She was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? She hands me the teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a thing. She wears her intense reading expression that I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. She opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have to have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically sitting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it in my mouth. And I take another chocolate and hold it to Yuri. She doesn't look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, she closes her lips over it. Eh? Her expression suddenly breaks. Did I just? She looks at me like she needs to confirm what happened. Ryan? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Ah. She starts to breathe heavy. I can't. Ryan? Suddenly, she grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Ryan. My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Ryan? She presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? What the fuck is going on? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, they're just being seriously messed with. What is going on for eyes? Everything's just... I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Whoa. Ha 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 ha. Jesus Christ. It's time to share poems. Jesus Christ. That was fucked up. So yeah, they're all just being really fucked with. And I'm guessing it's Monika doing some fucking crazy ass shit. Let's get Monika out of the way. I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. Yeah, I did. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school each day, so she has like a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend more time with me. You see, you're the yandere, man. Jesus Christ. You're fucking with everyone in the timeline, and Jesus Christ, there's some timey-wimey shit going on. You're just fucking with everything. To put it lightly, at least I have have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now. I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. The colors, they won't bright. Save me. The colors, they won't bright. Beautiful colors. Flash, explode, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. A noise that won't stop. Violent, grating, rims, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Endless. I don't remember what the rest of it is. We delete her. delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult question. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Is she talking to us? Like, actually the player playing the game? It was like they had the meta jokes before. She's like, can you hear me? Like, there's no point in explaining things to you, the character, but can you hear me? I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you get written today. She stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Ryan, this might be even better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just like yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. She visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Ah, that makes me so happy. So amazing to feel I'm valued, Ryan. Everything you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Ah, I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Ryan? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a hard time usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. Right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? I'm gonna use the restroom, then I'm gonna dip into this one. Oh, man. It's like, Monika is like, it's like, this is hell. And Monika's torturing everyone. She's fixated on the character, or actually maybe me. I don't know. And then, she's fixated on it, and then, like, any attention being shown to anyone else, she's punishing for. And, like, the more I think about it, the more I think she is actually dressing the character. When she said that you saw something you shouldn't have, my character did not see that, because they rewound it, and then it played out differently, and he didn't respond to it at all. Only I did. Anyway, wheel. A rotating wheel turning, an axle grinding, bolt head, lingering gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a tour harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disapproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears in a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks for every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Okay. It doesn't really matter what it's about. Mine has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. So in this timeline, she's a little more anxious and kind of obsessive, it seems. And she was definitely cutter in the last timeline, based on, it's like her character traits are being dialed up to 11. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can you pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. I'm not even talking to the characters anymore. It's just they're playing out their scenes, and then I'm going away. Natsuki. I liked your last one better. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I could tell you're a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just want to try something different. I still figured us all out. Fair enough. You knew this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anyone. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Oh, still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? She likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, the heart would pound, and the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her anymore. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends circle likes spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Okay, what was that? I like spiders. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject matter of this poem is an ignorant... The subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Like, Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people finding out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and making them damn straight right there. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess, thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more. So, whatever, we're done sharing. You can leave now. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. Stare at the dot to reveal a secret message. I'm staring. I love you. Something's happening in the game. Okay, we are now officially in hell. Well, I'll be your guide. My name is Monika, aka known as Satan. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something that we go over today so everyone could come... Jesus, what's that sound? Sounds like blood dripping on the side. Well, yeah, it kind of is right there. We have something we need to go over today so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good just in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. And now we're skipping that too. Okay. We're just skipping around everywhere in this game, aren't we? Alright. There we go. It's all faded out black and I thought I was going to load up something, but no, I had to click the screen. I don't do well with last minute preparations, man. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's a little bit more lively since Ryan joined and we started some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to be complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is only the real chance to find more, you know? We always forget about getting new members anyway. We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members just means everyone getting noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at this the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them, you have to find the feelings that brought you here in the first place. A literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you could never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. That's why we should work hard to put together something for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Ryan? Ah, oh come on. You can't take advantage of Ryan to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika, do you really think anyone's here to join the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Ryan joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Ryan isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're present and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. ... Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Ryan want to get more members too. Right? ... I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Why did you even join the club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not something I'm really honest about, is it? In fact, remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. She sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting the club was a mistake? ... Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have the right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't any real other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take that away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Ryan. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, I could have just joined any other stupid club. With this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. It feels like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. She ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed her. Jesus Christ. Oh God. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Ryan? What do you want to get out of the club? She repeats the same question as Monika. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change of members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monika. I want to do everything I can to make the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Ryan? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Ryan before we leave. Just to see what he thinks about his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri, ... She looks troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. I guess I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Whew! Things have been a little hectic in here, haven't they? I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at the club. I really hate to see you be unhappy. I feel like I'm responsible for that as president. Everything's getting all crazy. Well, you are responsible for my unhappiness, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure you're fully responsible for my unhappiness while playing this game. I want a comfy visual novel. And I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. There we go. You know what I mean? Might as well follow up with a frickin' wink. It's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things that I've been hoping to talk to you about with you. Things that I know only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, not yet. Well, that was weird. Wait, not yet. Tenacious. Contamination. Whoa. Sayori? Whoa. Everything's glitched. Entropy. Fantasy. Melancholy. Cry. And it's getting all fucked up. One out of 20. Essence. Atone. Raindrops. It looks so sad. I thought it was an excrement for a second, like, whoa! Alright. Hi, Ryan. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monika! I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me, but you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say like I do that on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten to you lately? Me? Nothing. ... Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just feel like I need to bring it up. I feel like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Ryan just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ahaha. You have a lot of determination. Starting this club was still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination. I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and we decided we'd like to support the festival as well. However, I understand about how you feel about not wanting the club to change. And I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we all work together, the club will never become something we don't want. ... Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. ... Sorry, the last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member won't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So now I'm going to help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monika? Monika? Ah, yeah, that's wonderful. Monika, what are you up to? It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Ryan, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Ryan is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monika? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monika. These are getting weird. Is my, I just noticed my, screen isn't, what's going on with my game capture? Huh. Hey everyone, this is the part of the video in which I shill for myself. I put it at the very end so you can easily skip it if you don't want to watch. All relevant links are in the description below. If you feel like supporting this channel, the best thing you can ever do is hit like and subscribe. But if you feel like taking it a step further, feel free to either follow me on my Twitter or join my Discord server. If you want to go plus ultra, I have a Patreon setup. If there's a show you want to see me react to that you don't think will ever win one of my polls, this is a great option. Finally, if you're planning on purchasing anything from RightStuf or J-List, I have links in my description that will kick back a bit of your purchase my way. And as always, I hope you have a great day.